Welcome back. I'm the Backyard Grill Sergeant, here to take your grilling to the next level. Today, I'm going to show you how to make Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce. Things you're going to need to make the barbecue sauce are going to be a measuring spoon, a stock pot that can hold about 1 gallon of liquid, measuring cup, and then ingredients you're going to need: water, apple cider vinegar, tomato sauce, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, and ground red peppers. Okay, now this is really simple. You just start out by adding 4 cups of water. And then you add 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Once you get these added, you can go ahead and get your heat turned on. And now you're going to bring this to a slight boil. As your temperature is coming up, you can go ahead and start adding your other ingredients. Your next thing is going to be 1 pint or an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. There you go. Now you're going to add 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. At this point, your little measuring spoon is going to be kind of wet and yucky, but you're going to need to do some dry ingredients. So go ahead and dry out your tablespoon with a paper towel. There we go. Just make sure it's good and clean. I suppose I could have done my dry ingredients first and then I wouldn't have this problem, but I didn't think ahead, so here we go. Now you're going to need 2 tablespoons of crushed red peppers, there we go. Now you're going to need 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of table salt. There we go. One tablespoon. And now the last ingredient is going to be 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2. Now you're just going to stir it up and let it come up to a low boil. And then once it comes to a low boil, you're going to let it simmer for about half an hour. So once it starts to simmer, we'll be right back. Okay, as you can see here, the mixture has come to a low boil. So go ahead and just keep it stirred, and at this point you're going to keep it going for about a half an hour. the sauce has simmered for about half an hour, I've gone ahead and shut the heat off and let it cool down for a little bit just so that I can touch the side of the pot. Now let's take it over and bottle it up. Well, to make your own Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce, that's all there is to it. So now all you have to do is bottle it up and you put it in your refrigerator, and after about 2 or 3 days of sitting in there, it will be the perfect flavor. So let's go ahead and start that. Alright, so in order to, I like to use a 1 quart mason jar, and because the mason jar is a little bit hard to pour into, what I like to do is I'll just take my measuring cup, because it's got a wider mouth, and then pour into that like this. There we go. And then use that to pour into my mason jar. If you have steadier hands than me, maybe you can pour straight into the mason jar, but I'm not going to risk it. Let's do it one more time. Another way you could do it is if you have a ladle like this, you could take and scoop into the mason jar that way. It works for me, but I tends to be a little bit slow. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it like this. All right. And there you go. And just like that, you have Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce. I'll see you next time.